that's what that meant?
Yeah.
Well, it's rolling now.
Cool. Anyway, Madre, you're a ray of sunshine.
Aww.
And
you, my dear.
Hey, we miss you so much this semester.
I miss you guys too.
And it's like a little bit ridiculous that we don't see you every week.
I feel the same way. I mean, I do enjoy the Rouse 21s, but every year I've always thought, wouldn't it be nice to have my students first and second years? But Miss Dunnigan does what she does so
Oh my
much.
gosh.
You're right.
She's amazing.
Right.
Amazing. So do you see a lot of the 19s that stay on campus?
I see some of them when they come by and visit, and when I see them on campus, and a lot of students that transferred have come back during spring break. And
Oh,
visited,
okay.
so
Yeah.
Good.
And so you came in at what Rouse? Rouse
6.
6.
Mhm.
Okay. And so every year, do you see most of them at the?
Alumni social?
Yes.
So we've started.
Union Jacks, right?
Yes. You guys are going to be invited. You can't miss this
I was
one.
just there recently.
I'm literally so
Yeah.
excited.
Oh, it is so much fun. It is one of my favorite days because
Really?
everybody that can comes and
Mhm.
you get to catch up with everybody, and you guys will have your first opportunity at the end of the month.
How many people come? Like,
I think there's usually about 80, 70, 80.
that is fun.
Yeah.
And Jim Rouse, is there some event at Merriweather?
Yes, this
About-
Sunday.
This Sunday, that's right.
Mhm.
About his first
His 100,
birthday?
it would have been his 100th
Oh my
birthday.
gosh.
Yeah.
Did he build this program or was it Casaway? Because that's a question I always,
Good question.
yeah.
So Jim Rouse was such an icon in the Columbia community, and he bought the land for Howard Community College and donated it to the college, I believe. That could be wrong. But because of his legacy, because of his giving to the community,
Right.
because his belief in civic engagement and leadership, we named the program after him, but he actually did not start the program.
Okay.
Dr. Casway and Barbara Greenfeld and Jim Ball did.
Okay.
Cheers for Dr. Casway.
Good interview later. Cool, okay. And so when you came in Rouse 6, how did you like hear about the position or did they seek you out?
You really want the real truth?
Yeah.
Okay. Inside edition. I had been working with the Rouse Scholars Program to help link students with mentors, like I still do. But that was my only role with Rouse. I was counseling in the counseling department.
Oh, really?
Mhm, part-time.
Cool.
And Dr. Casway and Jim Ball, there was an opening for the freshman seminar, and they asked me if I would like to teach, get more involved in the Rouse Scholars Program and teach. And I thought to myself, I mean, back in the day, Rouse Scholars were wild and crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And so I was very nervous about that. I didn't initially want to take the position. I was nervous.
Not at all?
There was a part of me that did, but I was very afraid.
Yeah.
But I moved out of my comfort zone and I said okay, and so I've been with the program for 16 years.
And you've never like taught in a classroom before then?
I had not taught
At
in
all?
a classroom.
How was that first day?
I was so nervous. I was so nervous that I would get up there and I would forget everything I was supposed to
Yeah.
say. An hour and 20 minutes to me seemed like an eternity. I was so afraid I would be done in 15 minutes and not be able to, and of course you guys know me, so you know that that's
Now
not a
it's
problem
like-
anymore. But I remember the first semester, Rouse 6s were so good to me because I was nervous, my neck used to get really red.
Oh, Madre! And actually, they didn't even call you Madre, were they just
No.
you?
I was I was Laura.
Laura!
I
Very
was Laura. We were very informal back in the day, and in fact, we didn't change to the formal Ms. McHugh, Ms. Dunnigan until Professor Fleischer came along. And because he was, at the time that he arrived, he was closer in age, sorry Greg, closer in age to
The
the
students.
students, he wanted a
He is
little
young.
bit more formality. Yeah. So he thought, and we agreed, okay, we would switch and we would become more professional and be Miss. But that's actually where the whole Madre thing came in.
Okay, and then your son was taking Spanish, so can you tell that story?
So we've been doing the name game since Rouse 6, where
Nice.
to get the class to know
Which
each
is
other.
such a good idea, by the
Isn't
way. I use that in all my
Are
classes
you,
too.
were you crazy kid?
I was crazy kid with a
Crazy
cake, you
kid
know?
with a cake, right?
I just love it.
Oh my gosh. Well, so we've been doing that. That's a Rouse tradition since Rouse 6. And it was the first year that I was going to be Ms. McHugh instead of Laura. So I'd always been like laughing Laura or
Okay.
a little late Laura. I'm like, oh my gosh, my turn's coming up and I don't have an M.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that popped into my head was Madre. So I thought, because my son Zach had been calling me Madre since he was taking Spanish, and I didn't think it would stick. I just said it because it's the first thing and it stuck. And so when it first stuck, I was really upset because I was like, oh my gosh, can't I be Auntie Laura? You know, Auntie McHugh, or
okay.
ooh, Madre.
Mom was like 2.
Yeah, at the time, but no, I own it now.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not like we're calling you Mom. It's like,
Right.
it's different.
It
It's
is.
like you're our Rouse Mom.
Right.
And so is Dunnigan. Which
Yeah.
this year I've been trying to get Dunnigan a cool last nickname.
We gotta get her.
We gotta-
one,
I
yeah.
haven't tried Dylan, write that down. But it is funny when I talk to you about you to my mom. She's like, what?
Oh, is that right? Madre.
It is really funny.
Aw.
And we have to explain, or when I talk to my friends and I just kind of go off on a tangent, and then Madre, they're like, oh, I didn't know your mom taught at Rouse. I was like, oh no. So Rouse 6, that stuck, and now you've been Madre ever since.
Rouse 15, I think, is when we changed over. So
Oh,
it's been
okay.
about 6 years.
Nice. It's funny because I don't call Professor Fleischer Professor Fleischer. I call him Fleisch.
Right.
Maybe that's, I should talk to him about that.
I think he likes Fleischer.
He likes Fleischer?
I think so.
Okay. But when he did start, he was much younger. Did you have hair then?
He did. Oh, have I shown you pictures of him when he
No.
started? Oh my gosh.
Pretty golden.
Yeah.
Pretty golden.
It was golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for Rouse 20, 20 is a pretty big year for the program.
It is a big year. So
Yeah.
Rouse 20, this is a big year that the program's been in existence for 20 years. So we're trying to do more things for Jim Rouse's 100th birthday, which is this
Okay.
year, which coincides with Rouse 20. We had a banner made for Rouse for 20 years.
So when we started out, it was, how many kids do you remember? Was it 37?
39.
39, okay. And now we're down to 32?
I think there's about 32 of you who are still on campus. Some of you have graduated early.
Mm-hmm.
A number of you have graduated early.
Definitely.
We lost Owen,
Mm-hmm.
who was part of the class, passed away. But most of the students graduated early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you ever lost a student before, Owen?
No, not in Rouse.
No,
Not in
Rouse.
Rouse. I did, there's a student earlier in my career at
Oh,
HTC.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's really,
yeah, it's very tough,
that's hard.
very tough.
Yeah.
Owen was special. I think for me, what Owen taught me, facing death is a very scary thing, and it's scary for me. It's very scary for me, and I think that when Owen was sick and Owen was starting to have problems, my initial response might have been to not pursue Owen, but I did. There was just something about Owen and something inside of me that I pursued Owen, and it was in part related to how close he was to some of the Rouse students. And so I saw them stepping up, and so I wanted to care for him.
Yeah.
And it was one of my first experiences of just walking alongside somebody, and it was so easy to do with Owen. Owen he didn't want to be treated any differently because he was sick. He wanted to do what he could do. He wanted to learn till he couldn't learn anymore.
Yeah.
He didn't want to drop any of his classes. He was so inspiring to me, and just being with him alongside the Rouse students during his last few months was an incredible gift.
Yeah, definitely.
An incredible gift to me. It really taught me that it reminded me, what we really need to do in life is just show up. We don't need to know the right thing to say. We don't have to do anything. Just show up.
Just be there. And I just have a very, very fond memory of you and going to Target, and you were across. I was walking into Target, and I was walking in the parking lot like this, in rows of cars, and then there's another rows of cars, and I see you walking out with just huge bags, and it was the day of the coffee house, I believe, and you had your hand in the air, looking for your car.
Clicking my paper.
With all of these bags, just like this.
That's a story of my life.
So because I was late too, but I was just like, that's Madre, doing her thing. Yeah.
Oh, I have some very wonderful memories of you all. I remember the time that we were getting together. You had volunteered, Dylan had volunteered, and we were out doing the Rouse promotional video. We were doing some stuff. And it was last spring. Oh, we had so much fun. Fleischer was there.
Yeah.
And we were out, Dylan was helping us to record.
Mhm.
And Lauren Black had her new phone. And she was able to, we were basically prancing across the dryer stage, and she would catch us in different moments, and it would be like a time-elapsed. Yeah.
That was
fun.
so fun.
That was fun.
That was really,
Pure
really fun.
wedding. Yes, we had some fun. And Dylan,
Pensively responding to his questions about Rouse.
It's funny how each person took that little thing.
yeah, I
That
enjoyed
stage
that.
out there is so much fun.
It is, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Remember every time Dylan tried to open his mouth, a plane would go overhead?
Yes. You try to do it like 10 times?
Right. I remember the first time seeing you guys in a big circle.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And the funny thing is,
I remember you saying, remember this moment and exactly how you feel. And I remember being like, I feel like I don't want to do this. And it's funny how I thought maybe everyone felt that way. Or maybe, I don't know. I remember how I felt. I was just like, I don't know, maybe this is too much commitment. There's too many people I don't know. I mean, like, I'm excited and everyone's like really smart and I'm not that smart.
I know, isn't it the
And I remember being like, I'm never going to call her Madre. What?
Right. That's funny. What is Madre?
Mother. In Spanish.
Yes. Thank you, Dylan.
Kind of jumping.
But somebody asked me, what does that mean to me?
Yeah.
But I'm always curious, because I always leave it up to students. You can call me whatever you want as long as it's respectful. But
Right.
does that change who I am to you, or is it just an affirmation? Or
You know, I think there's like a point where you're like, because I called you Miss McHugh maybe the first like 2 weeks. But then when I was like, this program is awesome. And like, you're actually like here for us. You're not just a teacher it's like doing 5 other classes and this is just another, but like, this is your job.
this is
Like,
my life.
This is your
My purpose. Really?
And then once I like realized like, oh, that's me. Oh, Andre. I think that's what it is.
So it was embracing and owning the program
Yeah.
and the choice and
Yeah. And like with someone like Daniel Beshner, he can't call you Madre because he's known you for so long. And I asked him once, he was like, I just call her Laura, I don't know. But now he just like avoids using your name.
I know, he just doesn't call me anything, which is the funniest thing ever. That is hysterical.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, because he definitely,
He just knows you so well.
yeah, when we get together outside of the program,
Mhm.
I say, what do you call me on campus? And he just smiles, because he doesn't.
Just doesn't use your name.
Yeah.
What are some other really fun memories you have with Rouse playing?
Oh my gosh.
Like in a group.
I love playing dodgeball with you guys.
Yes.
I love playing dodgeball.
You're good at dodgeball.
No,
We can talk about it.
No, I'm not good at dodgeball. But what it is you guys make me feel good about dodgeball because you don't single me out, especially the guys that could really wail on
That's
me
true.
and make me nervous, don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I can hide behind Monica. And she lets me. And she lets me and, so dodgeball is always fun. Some other memories that I
Remember
have.
who hit you right in the face?
Oh,
Who was it? Was
it was.
Larson? Who was
No, it wasn't Ben. It was Gary Smoliak. Oh,
Gary.
Gary. Yeah,
That was
I
fun.
had it
That was
night.
fun though.
Yeah. But I handled it.
Yeah.
You did, though, right? Right.
Yeah.
You guys make me feel young. That's one thing I have to say. I always said if I start feeling like I'm too old to do Rouse activities with you guys, then maybe I'm getting too old for my job because I just feel like being all in means going out of my comfort zone with you guys. Like going on the high ropes course. With the Danish students?
Mhm.
That was fun.
That was really
Were you
fun.
there?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Bet it was fun
It
though.
was fun. I like how you just right along there with me. Yeah.
Those Danish students were cool.
They were awesome.
Actually, that whole, the circle time and how we were just like asking questions, that was really cool.
Yeah, that
Was
was.
that the first year we've done that?
And they're coming back. They loved it. That was like the highlight of their trip to the United States.
That was
Hanging out
awesome.
with you guys and us, yeah.
Speaking of like Denmark and stuff, how many abroad trips have you been on?
With Rouse,
With
just one. Just
Ireland.
one. So much fun. Professor Campbell,
Right.
yeah,
But this past summer you went to Italy
I did.
with your hubby?
I did. Getting out of my comfort zone. So get out of your comfort zone and travel. I was thinking about
Did you not like traveling?
I love
Oh, okay.
Oh my
But getting
God.
out of your comfort zone is in like,
Going to a land where I don't speak the language, where driving where we don't understand the street signs.
you were driving in Italy?
Yeah.
You had a car?
Yes, we did. I know. Ordering from a menu where you don't really, you know.
Oh, pointing, you know?
Yes,
This.
yes.
Thank you.
Just everything about it. I loved it so much. I loved Italy. And if I were to do an e-portfolio, which I think I'm going to do this summer,
Cool.
mine's going to be a little different from yours, and I'm going to have a bucket list section, like things on my bucket list, and a section of travel, just all the places I've been, and then of course half my bucket list is places I want to go.
Yes. So what are you going to be most sad about when we all graduate?
It's not seeing you all the time, not seeing your happy, pretty face, Kimmy.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. I do. It just makes me sad to think of all of you.
This
Here
is,
you
we're
are.
so little. Can we do a little?
Okay, guys.
Can we do this?
Yep.
Look at them. They're so wonderful. Dylan's right there. Love it.
Right next to Fleischer.
You love Fleischer.
Oh,
I love how much we've all changed. Like, just looking at this is so like, I don't know, we've just changed so much.
Jared is in,
Where even am I? Oh, there.
There you are.
Yeah. Oh, there's Waters. Monica's, is that Monica just closing her
That is Monica.
Cowboy in the back, what up? Well, Madre? I'm chat. Oh,
I'm just gonna miss you
Aw.
guys. I can't wait for the end of the year because
it's gonna be so much fun.
we always do some really special traditions and close out activities that are very memorable. That will be a lot of
Really?
fun.
Oh. I'm like really excited for the end of the year because we're gonna do so many things like together as a class, and I feel like we're never as a class all the time together, so I love when we're all together. But also that means like closer to the class.
I know, it's closer
Which
to
makes me
the
sad.
end.
Yeah.
Like, I would love for every Rouse 20 to stop by and see me so I could tell them why they are special to me and what I'm gonna miss. Like Kimmy, like one of the things that I love so much about you is your joy and all-in spirit. When we did our 30-day challenge, I will never forget, you inspired me so much by deciding that you weren't gonna eat
Yeah.
meat for
Yeah.
30 days.
Well, it was vegan. It was me and any dairy products or any.
Crazy.
That was literally insane.
It was crazy. But you just dove all into it, and you had a blog, and you posted pictures of making all this food, and I didn't even realize that you already have a very restricted diet to begin with, so now this is restricting it even more. And you were just so great about that. You inspire me every day.
Well, thank you.
You remind me so much of myself.
Oh.
And you have such a positive attitude, and you're going to do such a
Hey.
great job
Hey.
influencing people.
Thank you. Well, you already influence all of us.
Oh,
I feel like
hope
we
so.
definitely, because it's not like, not to be like blunt, but it's not like you made us who we are, but you like showed us who we are and what we can become. Showing someone's potential and then like believing it is such an important thing. So you'll always.
Oh my gosh, I totally, thank you. Helping you guys look at yourself through this loving lens and seeing all the different facets of yourself and how awesome you are. That if everybody could leave Rouse feeling like they appreciate their gifts, understand a little bit more of their purpose, feel loved and like you have so much to give, then that is nirvana for me. That's awesome. Like Dylan, Dylan.
I knew this was
Dylan.
Dylan Clark.
okay.
Talk to Project.
Oh, this feels weird.
Yeah.
I love Dylan. Dylan is quirky
Mm-hmm.
and he wants to capture life through a lens and make a statement in an unusual way. And I love the light that he sheds on conversations. He always has a different take on things to share in class. But I especially remember, I really try to follow up with students when they post. And Dylan started sharing some of his, in the fall, when he was a
30-day
freshman,
challenge.
during the 30-day challenge, he wanted to make videos because it's his passion. But he had been putting it off because he had been so busy with classes. And he put together some videos. And I just remember he was experimenting with one of his videos. It was light and darkness. And he took a picture kind of a roadside, focusing on a big light, and then a car passed. And it was just the way he captured it to me. It was very profound. I just thought, oh my gosh, Dylan is so talented. Dylan is going to do
He's so talented.
great things in this world. And I really want to keep this connection because when he's a famous filmmaker,
Right?
I want to go behind the scenes to get VIP seats and, be able to be with Dylan without him thinking that,
Dylan, you're the best.
right, he's awesome. So I'm telling you now because he's already awesome.
Hey, Dylan.
My face is on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your heart beating with us?
No.
Because you know you're awesome.
And Dylan, you're a good friend to people. As you are too, Kenny.
No, but Dylan though.
Dylan's a very good friend to people. So those are just some things I really appreciate about you, Dylan.
All right, get on my shirt. I'm just kidding.
Aw, you too.
That was really cute.
Aw.
That was really cute. Thank you for doing this for me.
I'm so excited. So
I
this is
see
your
you.
change project?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's all about storytelling. Getting to know people.
Storytelling.
Very important, I think.
Storytelling.
Just letting people say what they need to say, and just have a little combo.
I am so blessed to do Rouse with you guys. I feel like I do life with you guys through Rouse. And I was talking, and I'll probably share this because I'm thinking about my reflection of what I'm going to talk about. I have found purpose in my life that reflects my gifts, where I can use my gifts seamlessly
Right.
in my job, in Rouse. And I thank God every day. I mean, you guys make my life. I'm so blessed to just be able to spend it with you. I just consider that that's my job. Fleischer always says, how do you do it? He cannot get how I somehow can be as goofy as I am,
Oh yeah.
right?
Right.
And still have your respect and get things done. And, I think you get me.
Totally.
And I think it's because there's an authentic caring and I get to do what I'm doing and hopefully help you guys along the way
Definitely.
to just see how awesome you are. So.
That is a hard role to be, because you are our teacher, and you can fail us, and you will fail us if we do not. This is a memory I have of you, because I was so close to being on probation. And then I remember being in your office just that first day, and being like, oh, I took a winter class, and I got an A, and I don't think I'm on probation. And you're like, oh, I wanted to see you every week.
I wanted you on probation, that way I would have to see you every week. I know, selfish me.
It's selfish, it's like, oh yeah. And I was like so scared of being on probation. I was like, yeah.
I can kick butt when I need to. If I need to. If you guys need a kick in the pants or a little fire under the